Welcome to the Bookbibuli podcast. And today we are taking you on a joyful ride of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is one book that needs no introduction. With two movie adaptations, most everyone knows the story. Charlie Bucket's wonderful adventure begins when he finds one of Mr. Willy Wonka's precious golden tickets and wins a whole day inside the mysterious chocolate factory. Little does he know the surprises that are in store for him. Let's meet Adwitya, also known as Adi, who is an ardent Dal fan and is awaiting his golden ticket. Hello Adi, how are you? Are you ready for the magical adventure of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Hi, I'm Adi. I study at Pathway School, Noida. I'm in grade 6E. I like to play games. I like to also read, which is of course second. But otherwise, I'm shamelessly asking you to Twitch without permission. I'm asking you to follow me on Twitch. Most of you might not have a Twitch account, but if you do, please follow. Thank you. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of this year.
Well, tell me, did you like the Chocolate Factory? I felt that, the Chocolate Factory was a separate character in itself, living and breathing.
What do I think of the Chocolate Factory? I honestly believe it's an entity itself, living, breathing, like you, but with chocolate instead of blood flowing through his veins, marshmallow as skin, gobstoppers as arms, the ones that never run out, so that kids can cling on it and lick forever and ever. Ice cream that never melts his legs. And finally, the largest marshmallow on earth as a head. That's one very yummy giant, I would say.
What about Mr. Wonka? There are two movie adaptations, and I believe most of the people said that in the first movie he looked like really scary. But what did you think? Did he scare you or was he endearing?
I'd honestly say in the middle. He kind of connects you, which is the endearing part, but he's like the kind of person who will literally talk about death as if it's any other day, which is like very scary. And on the other hand, he connects you. He talks about things a normal person would. He is scary overall, so I'd say he's the scariest character I've ever read about.
I found Grandpa Joe really weird. He never ever gets up from his bed. But once Charlie gets the ticket, he's the first one up and about. And it is so funny. He's even doing a jig. Can you imagine? I found that really, really hilarious. So, which character do you think was the funniest?
Most funniest character? Probably Mike TV. How his entire character honestly was really funny, and the way he just talks about games and is like they fight just makes me want to cry in laughter. It's honestly crazy how he does it. Apart from that, there is a more surprising character in my opinion, which wasn't a question, but I'm still putting it. Probably Augustus Gloop. He's like, how does he eat that much? Please tell me. How? Is he superhuman but using his powers in the wrong way? Collectively, probably Oompa Loompas are the funniest. Is when something goes wrong, they break out into a song. It did rhyme.
And so says Mr. Willy Wonka. Mind you, there are thousands of clever men who would give anything for the chance to come in and take over from me. But I don't want that sort of person. I don't want a grown-up person at all. A grown up won't listen to me, he won't learn. He will try to do things his own way and not mine. So I have to have a child. Do you agree with Mr. Wonka? Do you think that some things are better when done by children? In fact, adults would spoil it.
Yeah, adults spoil everything. They just try to they try to win only. They don't go for the fun. They just want to win.
So tell me, Adi, is your reading journey supervised by an adult or peers? And have we, as Bookbibuli, been able to make a difference to your reading choices?
My reading journey is, I guess, supervised by myself. With a little help from my mom because she gives me money and recommends books sometimes. And otherwise, I would use Bookbibuli. Here is a bookshelf. There are hundreds of books. You don't know what to pick because there are too many books. And you can't buy all 100, can you? That's why Bookbibuli comes in. You can just go and get a book to read. So, never have to worry about not being able to find book. Book is easy to find now.
Finally, Adi, tell us, which character did you relate with?
I honestly relate to Willy Wonka because first, he's very straightforward and I like that. And second, I'm also a very straightforward person. And then he is the type of person to destroy somebody's feelings when they annoy you. Which is me. I destroy your feelings when you try to annoy me.
And last of all, which song do the Oompa Loompas sing that you like the best?
The funniest song is the one about Augustus Gloop. And I will sing it for you. Pun intended. Augustus Gloop, Augustus Gloop, Augustus Gloop. The great big greedy nincompoop. He's done. How long will we allow this beast to gorge, guzzle, feed, and feast?
Thank you very much for joining us in this magical journey, Adi. It was wonderful having you.
Very, very fun. Thank you for having me.
Now for the uninitiated. Charlie, as we told you, has gone on a magical journey in the chocolate factory. And Charlie is joined by 4 spoiled brats who get their comeuppance, which seems to be a favorite with Roald Dahl. Most hilarious, the Oompa Loompas sing a song at the comeuppance of each child. Charlie is a very sweet and caring child who eventually wins the contest and Mr. Wonka's scrumptious chocolate factory in the bargain. One cannot criticize Dahl's work without upsetting his ardent readers. In its simplicity and complex theme offered up simultaneously. Willy Wonka, I would say, is one of the craziest characters Dahl has created. And surprisingly, while Dahl would normally write very, amoral books, this one has morality hidden in the tale. You can recognize some cardinal sins there. You can recognize greed, sloth, and pride and how they fall. This book is truly magical, twisted, whimsical, imaginative, and full of characters of questioning morals. There's a sinister undercurrent in the book, but again, I wonder if kids even notice it. And if you think you've watched the movie and thus read the book, you're in for a surprise. That's why some things should be left to be done by a child. Think on that, and I shall see you next weekend. Until then, happy reading!